Hey, this is Victor from Victory Training, and today we have Jenny Dolan with us. Before we get started, I want to share with the viewers that we have started on maybe the wrong foot, and there's been a bit of a disagreement here. Jenny has told me that I forgot to tell her that this podcast was going to be on video. So she wants me to apologize on her behalf for
not looking like
not
this?
dressing up,
Yeah.
and looking top notch. But you know what? I gotta tell you, I think she looks great.
I would have put in more of an effort.
And as a matter of fact, I can hear the applause.
Okay,
I can hear the applause through
Okay,
the internet right
okay,
now coming
yeah,
in. So
okay.
we are doing
And
good.
this is real.
This is real.
Real.
This is you.
I was here today.
You were here today, and this
these
is what
are
you worked out in.
The same clothes that I worked out in. So
Look at that.
Yeah.
So you're giving people the real Jenny Dolan.
Yeah.
And we need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So Jenny has been with us for 2 years, and it has been a very exciting 2 years for Victory Training having Jenny here.
And for
because
myself.
she has a very dynamic personality and is wonderful for the gym. So thank you for being.
That was nice.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not.
Thank
The
you.
cameras are
Yeah,
going. I
that
gotta be
was
nice.
nice.
Okay. No, I mean that really. So let's just start. I like to kind of just start off with you just sharing like your history of, just how you approach health and fitness and things like that prior to the gym.
So I think along with what other people have said historically, like I was always a walker. I got out. I tried my best. I did yoga, but I wasn't great. I wasn't consistent. COVID came, and then it all went in the crapper. We were drinking wine with lunch. We were napping whenever we felt like it.
Sounds great.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And it was also so detrimental to my health and my strength. And it was, it was a tough time. So for so many reasons, my mental health for being one of them, I said, okay, it's time to get my act together. And I said, it's time I get this under control.
Okay.
So that's when I found you. Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Okay, so, not having to dive too deep or get too personal, but when you say mental health, like how do you feel like it's benefited you, like, starting your workout routine from a mental health standpoint?
Well, what I think is really important, especially for women of a certain age, we stop sleeping well. We dream, or we're up, or it's a really bad quality sleep. And I feel let's start there. I feel like if you can work out and really just fatigue your body, I sleep much more solidly at night. And straight through the night, which is a huge change and a big difference. I also think if I come in here and I'm anxious or edgy, or you can add more weights, you can do more reps, and it helps.
Yeah.
It also helps, so it helps center you, but it also takes your mind off of things, because you can't be thinking of a million different things although I do try, you have to admit, I do try to think of a million different things, when you are working with heavy weights.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just want to and I don't mean this in a bad way at all, but I feel like it's interesting that you said that, about doing more weight, doing more reps and things like that, because I feel like you do, you're not the type, there's different type of weightlifters. You're not the type of person that's keep on, I want to go heavier and heavier and heavier.
No.
You're much more cautious. You have, some back issues, some shoulder issues, and you want to make sure that you're okay with that. But so it's interesting to hear you say that, because I just want to clarify that, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because yes, you do, you will go heavier.
Lifter. No,
but
I'm
you
not a
do
heavy
challenge
lifter.
yourself
I am more on the cautious side because I have a really bad shoulder, and that is why it's so important for me to be here specifically, because I feel very protected by you and what you do, and you make sure that I'm going to gain strength without getting hurt, and that is so important because if you get hurt, you're out of the game. Like I can't take care of my family. I can't walk my dogs. I can't do any of those things. But you also have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving, period.
Yes.
And that's what you allow me to do.
Yeah. No, I always tell people, I'm like, I think the people kind of have their idea of what a personal trainer is there for, but like in my opinion, the most important thing that a personal trainer can bring to the table is the long-term programming. So how am I going to push you forward in a safe way? Like anyone could put together a workout routine. You can go on YouTube and find a workout routine. But like my job is to see you do those workouts, do these different exercise routines that I put you through, and then have the understanding of how am I going to progress you and what's safe for you and what's going to make you feel comfortable and still, see results.
Which is why before I do anything here, I say, check my form.
Yep.
Look, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
And
usually I say, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Usually you say to me, that looks fantastic. That's not the exercise we're supposed to be doing today. But you look fantastic doing that exercise. And then we switch it, and then I do whatever you tell me I'm supposed to do. And then, but you always make sure my form is right so I don't get hurt.
No, I love that. And that's like, it's just important, and it's a good approach. And that's, having that communication and being able to, just have an environment where we're holding each other accountable and also like just being like open and saying, because like you tell me too, like you'll say like, hey, this hurts my shoulder, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I've had people in the past, I've been training for a long time, so like I've had people in the past where they don't tell me, and so I don't know that it's hurting them, and then they go through it, and then it's like, well, now I've learned since I've gone through those experiences to always tell people like, look, please communicate to me. Tell me what it is.
And I feel safe saying to you, I'm scared to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's okay, right? Like, I don't care.
No,
right?
You don't care.
Yeah.
And you will say, okay, you're scared. You don't have to do that. Let me show you how to do this where we get the same results, but in a different exercise, one that you might feel safe with.
For sure.
Which is huge. And I have to tell you, hats off to you because you have created a community here where I feel safe with everybody who I am working out around.
Yeah.
Because it is so supportive.
It's not a competition in here.
No, there's no competition.
Yeah.
There's no fear of looking silly or
everyone's
looking
doing
ridiculous.
their own thing. Right?
Like we're all here to take care of each other, 100%. Which is nice, which makes it more than a gym.
For sure. No, I appreciate that. Now, I would absolutely love to take credit for how much you've transformed since I've met you. But I don't think I can. I think I genuinely really believe that I've only played like a very, very small part of it.
No, you've played a big role.
Because I know that you've done a lot outside of the gym. I know that you do Pilates. I know that you've changed your diet. I know you've done a bunch of different things. You've been taking care of your shoulder. You've gone to physical therapy. Like, I know it's so much stuff.
You can't do just one of those things. You have to do all of those things. So you played. I was doing some Pilates, but I started with you. And from you, I was able to have the strength to do other things. From being here and talking to you, I was able to get the desire to change my diet. Okay, well, I'm working on being strong, but I've lost 40 pounds in probably the last year. But I would also like to say to those older women out there, hormone replacement therapy, and it's all because you have to do you have to do the weight training, you have to do the stretching, you have to do the diet.
Yes.
One of those things doesn't work without the other, and you are the key component.
Come on.
Yeah,
You're making me blush.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about, like, I know, like, you've had a shoulder, you've had a hip, you've had a lot of different things that you've done and you've taken care of. Like, maybe just a little bit, like, just like what that experience has been. I know it's a lot and stuff like that, but like just what that experience has been like, and maybe like you can encourage somebody who does want to get in shape, but they feel so far behind because they got ailments that are going on and they're not sure where to start.
Absolutely. So I'm going to talk about my shoulder because it's the one that they sort of want to replace. And I was like, I'm not replacing my shoulder. So your option is then to strength train and increase the muscles that are surrounding whatever tissue damage or arthritis or tendonitis or whatever you have going on. So, ooh, that's Chicago for you,
There's
isn't
some,
it?
yeah, Roscoe Village,
Village.
we got a lot of babies and children flying around here.
So you have to, as you age, you have to bring in the strength training
Yeah.
for the injuries, to compensate for the injuries.
Yeah.
And that's why my shoulder is better now than it has been in I can't tell you how long. And I can really avoid the cortisone as much as I can. And I think it's now I have muscles that are supporting it.
And then how have you changed your diet?
Well, you have to take out all your processed foods, try and eat as much whole foods as you possibly can.
They go to Whole Foods and shop?
No, not that place at all.
Bad joke.
No, that was
Bad
wrong.
joke.
That
Sorry.
wasn't it. No. You have to cut back on things like sugar and alcohol and, any processed, any flour, any processed foods at all. And once you do that, and the reality is you just got to eat less. You can't eat till, just because it's on your plate. You just got to eat less.
Is there anything that maybe like not so much like in one sitting, but is there anything that you found that you now eat more, or you try to eat more to help facilitate the weight loss?
Well, I hate to say it, but it's like the cottage cheese and all the protein. Like I gotta make sure I do it. I don't eat red meat, so it's a little bit more difficult. I will have chicken, but I try and incorporate fish.
Okay.
I'm very happy with shrimp, but so
Protein.
yeah, I do protein, but I also eat a lot of vegetables.
Okay. And now you made a face when you were talking about like the protein and things like that, and like right now. So it's like I could tell, and I know you, that like in the beginning that probably wasn't like you had to really force yourself to do it, right?
Yeah, because you feel so full from eating like
Yeah.
I don't know how much they tell you. They want you to eat like 100 grams of protein or 100 of protein a day.
Yeah.
Like that is those protein bars. You remember when I was shifting through those to try and find the best one?
Yeah.
Because you gotta sometimes just choke it down.
For sure.
It's not necessarily what you want, but
Has it become easier?
yeah, because you know what? It breaks habits.
Okay. Sorry, someone just walked in. That's all right.
Yeah. Gym in action.
Yeah.
Yeah, still an active gym.
Rolling.
Yeah. Sometimes.
See you. Take it
Bye,
easy.
have a good one. Oh wait, we got another
We
one.
got one more.
Look.
You gotta do some sort of dance for the camera. You gotta do some sort of dance for the camera.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
wave at the camera. He's like,
Okay.
what'd you ask me?
Has it gotten easier?
Has it got? Yeah, because you break the cycle of being addicted to sugar,
Okay.
and you break the, if you break those habits of constantly wanting the food that's bad for you, then you're not really interested in it anymore.
I got what you mean. Like it becomes easier to say no to the thing. You don't want that. The craving's not there.
Yeah, and like
Okay.
sometimes I'll still go to the grocery store hungry, and I'll look at stuff and I'll be like, you know what? If I just say no now, I don't have to say no when I get home.
Yeah.
Just walk away.
For sure. Yeah. Sometimes I play a game in my head where I'm like I want whatever.
There are a lot of games
Phil-
going on in your head.
Oh,
Aren't
it's a
there?
lot.
There's a lot.
of
Yeah.
games. I won't
Yeah.
share all of them. But like if you like, it's like let's just say I'm starving, it's late, I'm gonna go to, you know, there's a Wendy's by my house. I'm just gonna hit this drive-through because like I gotta like move on with my day or whatever it is. But then I'm like, I have to just like play through my head of like, I actually don't want this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, it was a hand dryer
Yeah,
go by
yeah,
a little bit for a second.
But I'm glad he washed his hands.
I'm glad he washed his hands. So
Yeah.
hygiene is part of health for sure.
This gym is full service, healthcare.
Best hand dryer in Roscoe
Yeah.
Village.
It is a good
you
hand
have to come
dryer.
see-
Yeah.
It's
Didn't
a
you get
must-see.
that during COVID, that Dyson?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a neighborhood question before we wrap up here. Well,
Wait,
come on, no, come on in, don't worry. Yeah, no, don't worry. Come in. No,
Yeah,
come in.
that's okay.
So, okay. All right, sorry, we are back. We had just a quick pause there because we had a couple of members coming in to get a workout in. Last question I wanted to have was a neighborhood-related question. If you had a friend in from out of town and you guys just wanted to catch up, you wanted to make sure they had good quality time, maybe go to a coffee shop and get a coffee, where would you go?
Ooh, that's hard because there are a lot of really good coffee shops right here. But I guess I would say I would go to Pilates and Coffee because they have really good sweet treats too.
Okay.
But I know your personal
Pilates.
favorite is the Bakehouse.
I do like the Bakehouse.
And they have your favorite coffee.
Dark Matter.
Yep, there you go.
Pilates coffee is great as well.
Yep.
All right. So I think you just gave me two answers.
I did give you
Is
two
it one?
I give
Like,
you
I need a choice. No, you can't do that.
No,
It's too
I
much.
Can't. It's
too
so
much.
yeah. You
too
can't
much.
choose one.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, cool. Well, Jenny, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
It has been an absolute honor as usual.
It always is.
Guys, I hope this was, inspiring. I hope that you got something out of it. Hope that you come back and tune in more. We're just building up the podcast. Something new, but we're really doing it honestly because we want to be helpful to the community. If you're in Roscoe Village, always come by and stop by. If you are in the neighborhood or around the neighborhood, you just got to come and check it out, even if you don't come see us. It's a great neighborhood with amazing local businesses. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on whatever platform you're viewing this on, and come check us out again. Hope to see you soon. If you have any questions, there's tons of ways to contact me. Find me, or I will find you.
Well, that was scary.